What if you could copy an insider trader and get rich? I found an app that does just that. So for the next 90 days, I'm gonna be copy trading with $2,000. From Nancy Pelosi to ChatGPT, it's gonna get a little wild. I was scrolling the App Store last week because I have no social media on my phone, and I stumbled upon the Autopilot app, which lets you copy trade exactly who I wanted. Nancy the GOAT Pelosi. She makes less than $200,000 a year on her government salary, but her net worth is over $200 million. And the tracker on the app for her is up 52% on the year. That's 46% higher than the average return in the stock market. Yeah, I think I want to copy her trades first. I'm putting $500 into her autopilot thing, and in order for it to make the trades that she makes automatically, you have to pay $29 every 3 months. It'll be really interesting to see if I can make more than the monthly fee by the end of this, and outperform the rest of the market. The one issue when tracking politicians is that they don't have to declare their trades for like 45 days, so that can make it tough if they make some fast moves. I didn't buy every autopilot the first day. I wanted to get a few for it first, so a few days later, I started copying the second of 4 people I would be copying. This time, I'm not buying into a Congress member, but instead more of a pop culture figure.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to argue with people that are broker than me about money.
An inverse of whatever Cramer says portfolio.
We like the stock. We like the stock.
It's up 53% in the last year, so it's gotta be good, right? I threw another $500 into that. So far, Nancy is down $9, but this is a long 3 months, so a lot can change. Over the next couple days, I was trying to decide on who to copy next, but meanwhile, something was developing with the portfolios. Quick update, Cramer is beating Nancy. No, literally. He's up $16 or 3.4%.
Go retard!
Meanwhile, Nancy's down 1.5% or $7. I'm honestly shocked. I thought this would be a who can beat Nancy challenge, but now I don't know. What I do know is who my next autopilot will be. I'll buy when the market opens next week. By the way, if you want to copy trade like I am, there's a link in the description to sign up to Autopilot. After you make your first deposit, they'll give you $10. And if for some reason you don't have a Robinhood account yet, you can get a free stock worth up to $200 if you use my link below in the description as well. So that next week, I bought into ChatGPT. There's a portfolio that it mathematically said would beat the stock market.
369 girls wanna drink wine.
And so far, it's at 36% in the green since it was added to the app. It sure bought a lot of stocks, that's for sure. What sucks is for this one to auto trade based on what this guy's GPT says, I have to pay another $29 per quarter because it's a different person. I ain't gonna pay for that. But that means the fourth and final one I use, I'll have to pick from that same group I picked before so it'll automatically update. So as far as the portfolio goes now, Cramer's up another $2 and Pelosi is down another $2. It's gonna get interesting soon, I promise. Over the course of the next couple weeks, I bought into another pilot and let them do their thing. What will be interesting to see is if you compare these 4 pilots to if you just held SPY for the same period of time. I'll calculate that up at the end. But for now, I bought into
45 minutes to get this slice. 0.1.
Yup, the pizza reviewer. He's up 35% this year and got instant trades with a high risk level. Count me in. I thought GPT bought a lot of stocks, but this one bought into roughly 25. I'm highly diversified here, that's for sure. Meanwhile, I've got good news on the portfolio. Pelosi is all the way back up to $4 in the green.
You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.
GPT is up $8 and Cramer is up 5 as well, meaning in total I'm up $18 or 1.2%. I can't say I'm not disappointed so far, but the entire market did pump before I got into these stocks with Trump getting in. So let's see how this shapes out now. Despite the disappointment, it actually got worse over the next couple weeks. I'm now down in the red. After the S&P broke $600, now it's been taking some nosedives, and my portfolio along with it. And not just the challenge money either. Nancy's portfolio has shown the strongest resistance so far, because she's up $8 still.
Yes!
While everyone else is down. GPT being down the least at negative $14.
No!
Kramer being down bad the worst at negative $27.
No!
And Dave rounding out the middle at negative $22.
You go gong and stocks go up. No!
As we head into tax harvesting season at the end of the month and year, this might only get worse. Only a couple days later, and the market flipped, plus some exciting news. So our buddy old pal Cramer made some moves. He sold a bunch of the stocks, or at least the pilot did, and some were sold in the green and others were sold in the red. In total though, I'm still at $489 in his portfolio, and with the new trades going through, I have $267 in cash in his portfolio. So I think he's gonna buy some more stocks for me soon. Remember what I said about Nancy in the beginning? Yeah, she's cooking now like she's supposed to.
What are you doing out of the kitchen? Shouldn't you be cooking or something like that?
Wanna share?
$38 or 7.6%. Yeah. GPT is up $2 and Dave is down only $9, leaving with me up $21 or 1%. A lot of action for not a whole lot of results, now being over a month in. But at least there's been some drama to make this exciting. For the month of January, the market was up and down, with some sectors ending up and others down from their crazy highs in early December. We're now 75 days into this challenge, and, well, I am $3 in the green.
Go gambling! Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it.
I'm gonna lose it. This is crazy. I wanted gains, not to lose my money to inflation. Meanwhile, people are still getting rich with meme coins every day on my feed. And even Trump just dropped a coin. Like, there's just some wild times going on right now. But my portfolio is as dull as it gets here. The responsible investor's life is pretty boring, but at least I didn't blow $4,000 on meme coins.
Yo, I just got robbed. Pretty much just lost the whole account on this one.
In other news, Cramer made his stock buys that you can see right here. And just last week, Pelosi made some moves. Or I guess it would be like 52 days ago, but that's irrelevant. There's a little over 3 weeks left. I'm gonna need something crazy to happen. This isn't what I signed up for. A few days later, the market took a major dump. I mean, I was down 3.5% or $300+ that day alone. And my phone kept going off with notifications of everything being down nearly 10%. At this point, I wasn't sure if I was even gonna end up in the green, but then the market started climbing back up slowly, and then on the final day, the market hit a MJ game winner today, baby. Literally this morning, everything was up big time. I'm talking like 5 to 10%, wiping out and clearing those negative days in January and earlier this month. My Robinhood account is looking juicy now. Like, Airbnb alone is up 13% after earnings released. Yes, sir. So taking a look at the portfolios now, Dave Portnoy had the worst return at negative $13.
This man was a bona fide scrub. He can't play.
Some of his picks are down nearly 20%, while others are up 15%. Some big swings, all to end up relatively the same. ChatGPT hooked a brother up and got me $31 in the green, aka 6%. One of the picks is up an insane 48%. It only has 4 in the red, with the rest being up at least 2%. Next up, Inverse Kramer comes in at second place with $44 in the green, or 8.8%. He had 2 crazy calls that are up 48 and 49%. But there were 7 stocks in the red, and they were some of the bigger allocations, which didn't give this portfolio a chance to fully moon. This officially means that no one could beat Nancy at her game. She comes in at first place with $47 in the green, or 9.5% profit. The GOAT had a pick that was 79% in the green. I didn't even know that was possible in the stock market. Like, it is out here looking like crypto right now. And several others that are plus 30%. If you compare these portfolios to the entire S&P for the last 90 days, you'd only be up 2%. And in total, with all 4 portfolios starting at $2,000, my total balance is now $2,118.30, or 5.9%, beating the markets by 3x.